Um, like I was, homie was telling me that when you look back, like hindsight is 2020, yeah. So like when you look back, you're able to tell like, I did this and it was definitely worth my time. This wasn't beneficial at all.
Medmic.ke.
It's the main man himself, Kip Rotich, the one and only Kip, here in the studio cooking with.
It's Jace. I'm just gonna keep it brief,
Yes, sir.
but trust me, I'm here for a good time.
Hey. Go easy on them. Go easy on them. Down.
Yeah.
Man.
But what are good times to you?
Good times? I feel like good times is subjective. Because, like, hey, bro, do you know when you look back and you'll be like, I remember back in the day in primary when you used to get chips for lunch in school. And those were good days. But, hey, hizo viazi hazikuwa zinapikwa vizuri.
They were ass, man.
You know that they're
we used to
afro.
glorify ass shit, man.
You know, you guys, like, good times is what you make of it. Like, right now, even if things are not good, you could be living in good times.
Yeah.
Because so now, like me personally, every time I get this chance to spend with my friends, we kick it, we hang out, get some food, chill, catch up. That's a good time to me.
That makes sense. Yeah.
What about you?
For me, good times, honestly, it's times when when you know how you can laugh, but you're not happy. So those moments when you're genuinely happy, like your expression is genuinely you can frolic and you don't feel bad. You know?
Yeah. Frolic is wild, bro.
We just set niggas back like 10 years.
Yo, man.
Frolicking.
Homie is in tune with nature and stuff.
Bro is in the I have no enemies arc of his life, man.
That's crazy. Look around like, I needed this,
man. I kind of like this little life. Yeah, but I feel like the good times are necessary to just like kind of, because you go through a lot of negative shit and negative stuff.
True.
And stress and hardships, especially right now.
Like what's stressing you right now?
Hey, for me, it's my end of years, man. First time doing the end of years, especially in the environment that we are right now, with the uncertainty on whether we're gonna do our papers or not, the uncertainty of whether you're actually going to be able to pass these papers. You're looking at the time and it's just not enough, and the entire time you're just asking yourself, am I really fucking ready for this thing?
Maybe you're not, but you don't want to tell yourself that.
I don't want to tell myself that, because if I tell myself that, I might just give up and shut down. But hopefully this is worth it. I don't know. Do you think it is?
Like I was, homie was telling me that when you look back, like hindsight is 2020, yeah. So like when you look back, you're able to tell like, I did this and it was definitely worth my time. This wasn't beneficial at all to me. But like when you're in the moment, you're just making decisions, and you're just kind of like going with the flow. So like I feel like one way for sure is to just make decisions and not be afraid to make decisions. Because like right now, I feel like the one thing you're allowed to do is make mistakes. Like in this period of life, you're allowed to make decisions that have negative effects, bro. So like, is it worth it? That's a heavy question.
I know, right? How many mistakes have you made, though?
Ish, bro. Let's not even start.
Come on.
Let's not start. There's too many. Like I remember there's this one time, we were supposed to have an exam at the exam center in Chiromo, and I decided to transnight, bro.
Chief.
Let me tell you, at some point nilikuwa najiambia acha nifunge tu macho chaka tu tano alafu niamke niendelee kusoma. When I tell you, I woke up with half an hour to the exam starting.
Minor.
Vile nitoka kwa nyumba, bro. Me, I feel like I even left some of my dignity back in the house because I just had to get to the exam. I had to get there. Yo,
Couldn't you pulled up without socks or some shit?
Bila content, bila nothing. All that stuff I'd read overnight.
Delirious, disoriented.
Do you think it even stuck around? Haiku. Half-Life ilikuwa ishaisha kitambo. And then I think to make even matters worse, I think none of the questions that I come across were familiar to me. So I was purely cooking. So in fact, during the exam, I was just telling myself, son may transnite, not I just said.
Unachoka uko like, walai tofauti ya mimi na mtu alilala jana tena.
Hakuna tofauti, bro. Ningelala tu. Kwa nimeuma nje bana. And that's just one of them. It was so crazy. What about you? Have you ever made some mistakes?
Hey, I've just started, but The biggest mistake I think I did make was going out before a cut.
You went out before a
Hey,
cut.
fam, bruv. The party never ends.
Crazy.
The party never ends.
I mean, that's
What
you
part?
though. That's you though. That's all you. That's all
Yeah.
you.
So I pull up to the exam, and lo and behold, my lord, hey, I'm seeing things I've never seen. I don't,
Crazy.
I think I got lucky. Actually, kind of did well in that paper, honestly.
What?
Because the entire time, you got to a point in the paper, I was like, you know what? Fuck
Maybe
it,
this thing is
Chamani.
just yeah.
Chamani, fuck it.
Chamani, fuck it.
I'm just, I'm screwed anyways.
so crazy.
Guys were asking me because guys, it was physio, yeah.
Yeah.
So guys were obviously AIing that shit, yeah. I have my whole laptop.
Oh, this
out,
was an online paper.
Yeah, I have my whole laptop out exposed completely. I've slid in my chair. I look like I'm utterly vibes. Guys were asking me like, "Hey, bro, so ulikuwa umesoma? Si unakaniko ulikuwa umejibu laptop iko open?" I'm like, "Bro,
Guys do not.
I had no content
False
whatsoever.
confidence. You empty.
In my head, I was like, I was gonna fail anyway. I might as well.
as well just
I might
decide-
as well vibe through this
Na
shit.
kifua.
If I'm gonna take my L, I might as well,
You accept your fate.
Yeah, but would I do it again? Probably.
Yeah.
I'd fucking do it
Hey,
again.
you're a crazy one for sure. Hey, bro. I mean, it works until it doesn't. Because, like, I feel like that formula,
Probably
you
not
know,
right now.
wrong formula, right answer. Crazy.
Probably not right now. I wouldn't do it
Crazy,
right now.
crazy.
I wouldn't do it right now.
Messing up left and right.
It's insane. But is this what you had imagined? You've been here for ages. Whatever you've been through.
Crazy.
Well, check it.
Calling me out like that.
You cut your short. And you move
Catching
along.
myself. Catching strays.
You catch your strain, you move along.
Mad. No,
So, but do you feel as you've been through your journey, whatever expectations you'd held up, whether it's even at the start of your 5th year or from the start when you were joining, did it hold water?
I mean, definitely, for sure. Like, I tell this to everyone who asks me, do I regret joining med school? Z? Because I genuinely can't picture myself doing anything else. I feel like if I'd done like a maths course, I'd have been bored out of my mind. If I did a humanities course, I would have been interested, but at some point I think I would have started to lose interest and I would start looking for other things to keep me engaged. Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be demanding of my capacity. Man.
So you kind of like the ever-changing landscape of medicine.
Like is a strong
Like is a strong one.
is a
You
very
tolerate that
strong
shit.
one. Yeah, like it surprises me as I manage.
So
Yeah,
what kind of
like,
changes
I
have
can
you been
handle
through?
it.
Like, do you like the changes? Because I know changes change. So do you
Change.
Like,
Yeah,
what-
I mean, for one, all these strikes that med school has, bro, there could have been fewer.
strikes.
Yeah, bro, because you
Yeah.
know this doctor strike,
Hey, my lord.
CG lecturer strike,
Hey.
CG now protester strike.
Uncle, please.
Yeah, me- hey, you're the one who asked me. Let me yap.
You know
Let
you're
me
saying
yap.
that.
Let me talk.
You know you're
man.
saying that you've been through that shit.
I've
just
been
started.
through it.
Iko mali na ningojea.
Man,
Niambia kuja.
there's a journey straight
Kuja.
ahead of you. It's not done with you yet. Let me tell you. Yeah, I feel like demonstrations is part and parcel of the university experience for most. Some maybe. When you kuna bahati, those private uni people.
Yeah.
When you for them 4 years is 4 years.
For
It's
them,
not
they're-
plus or
they're
minus.
showing,
Yeah, for
lucky,
sure.
lucky bastards.
But you pay for it. I feel like also the experiences that I've had in this med school are so unique. You can't share them with anyone else. Like someone else, ukimuliza ati you were in school at night, mkisomea karatasi with your friends, you're going through papers and you're all just realizing how much you don't know. Alafu mnaamua kucheka na mwende mkule chakula because of that. I mean, that's such,
Sharing in misery.
yo, it's so crazy. And then the next day, like all of you are standing outside department, you're about to have your vivas, your oral exams, and you just look at guys tensing. Some are tensed, others are not.
Others have accepted themselves.
Bro, some are leaving those departments crying. Like those are very unique experiences. You can't find them anywhere
Yeah,
else.
for real, man.
Anywhere. And it builds, okay, personally speaking, mi sijailia nikitoka kwa exam. However, I feel like going through an exam yenye imekutisha, bro, imekuonyesha moto, it builds your character.
It builds character. It gets to the point where you're like, hey man, I got through that shit. I can get through
Man.
anything now.
Exactly.
Ruto, it's me and you, bro.
It's me and you, bro.
you ain't med school, my nigga.
Bro, mepata 20 kwa exam, bro. What are you telling me? 20%. Unadhani naweza stuka?
20% and I was the first one.
Imagine.
I was the first one, my brother.
Crazy. Hakuna kitu unaweza ni show. What about you?
Hey, for me, I don't think I can say I've been through a lot of changes, but the ones I've seen is with this movement from physical to more digital learning. And from what I've heard, I really don't know which one I prefer more. Because the one we felt it the most was our biochemistry. We started the year out, we started out for school year with it being physical. But now it's all online. And so you feel like I've lost touch with my classmates. Like, you know how you have stories of you, or you just told a story of you
With my guys.
of you with your guys, yeah? For us, if you don't make the choice to actively seek these guys out,
You'll
probably never see them. Unless you're coming for like a paper or you're coming in for labs, you'll never see them.
Do you feel like that changes your campus experience?
It does. I feel it does for a lot. Because I wouldn't tell anyone of being through campus like that. Because I know people who are in school are at school in class Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Consistently with the people. They to the point where you know your classmates like they're your brothers.
Yeah.
But right now, I just know guys. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know
He probably
that guy.
goes. He probably goes. I'd see you walking down the street and I'd be like, wait, that nigga goes to my
I think I've seen that guy somewhere.
I've seen that guy somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh my god, have I seen that dude? You know?
Yeah.
And then you're meeting later and like, oh shit, you go to med. You did first year.
And you had no idea.
Bro.
You know that actually happened to me. I was at a wedding and I met someone who was like, I've seen you in med school. I'm like, what do you mean? I've never seen you in my life.
Passing around.
Yeah, bro. Me, I was just like, what do you mean? Like, my business can't be out there like that. But like, yeah, turns out we're in the same class and everything. And that was just the beginning, because now I see them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you notice them.
Now, yeah, definitely. Now we chat, we holla occasionally. Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. But like definitely, for sure, like med school is one of those places where you have a classmate, you never see them except maybe exam day or mkiwa na function huko nje, and then you run into them
Oh,
accidentally.
you're finding out some shorty's been crushing on you, and then you're like, who the fuck is that girl to begin with? How did she see me, man?
I can't relate to that. Yeah.
You don't got diarrhea.
No, let me just accept that. Let me just take it. That's okay.
Man, I ain't trying to burn you. I know your aura.
Damn.
Your aura on Steve's.
I'm just catching L's this podcast, man.
You're the only one around here to cook.
Damn. Just the two of us.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now you go be thinking about that song.
Just the two
No,
of us.
stop. We don't do that here.
Focus.
But do you feel like it's fulfilling? Like, so far, your decision to come and do med, do you feel like your soul or your spirit itself is fulfilled?
Actually, yeah, because I know for sure med is one of those vocations or career choices that what you take, you're applying it like directly.
Yeah.
You know? For example, you've learnt about these mycobacteria, CG, whatever, nini, infectious, nini. And then someone comes with those signs and you're just like, bro, just take this medicine, do this,
You'll be
bed
fine.
rest, nini,
You'll
you'll
be
be good. Yeah, and the person comes back and they're like, oh my gosh, Shaktari,
Thank you, man.
thank you so much.
It's tiny things, you know?
Yeah, you know? And you feel like you're making a difference. Like you're positively affecting people's lives.
Yeah.
You know? So I'd say that the benefits definitely are paying off. When you can see the value of your work in real time. Let me be very particular about that. When you can see the value of your efforts in real time. Because right now, how things are going, you studied for like 6-7 years and you graduate and you're like, yay, I finally finished med school. And then you're told, by the way, weka tu nyumbani for like a solid year.
Oops.
Because internship itabidi either umetafta yako through private means or gava itakupost in like a year, maybe 2's time. Yeah. And even then you're not even assured of getting your salary when you're being posted.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's one of the things where it makes me really question if it's worth it in the long run.
vice
Yeah,
versa.
yeah, because you spend like how many years of your life, bro, studying?
I know it takes up a big chunk.
A huge chunk.
What close to 10 now, you know, you sacrifice like your entire 10 years. So
A solid 10 years.
if
Yeah.
you like right now, what, I'm the youngest and I'm 19. I'm 19 amongst us. If I and I'm just starting.
You're just looking at graduation by the time you're
20
like what,
when I'm
20?
29, bruv. 28, 29, bruv.
That's when you're finally getting on your own feet.
that's when I'm
standing
up
on
in
your
the
own 2
streets,
feet.
yeah. And when I was just looking at when I turn 23, that's probably gonna be the scariest year of my life.
Let me tell you, you'll be seeing guys you're in high school with graduating. The guys behind them graduating.
They're getting jobs, bruv. They're earning. They're buying cars.
They're moving
fam.
out.
You're seeing their IG posts and they're literally probably making it in life, traveling the world, and you feel so insignificant.
Man,
You're just asking yourself, did I make the right choice?
Exactly.
Because you know for a fact, if you decided to do what they did, you'd probably make it in life. So, you know, you'd be where they are. Or at least your brain's telling you that.
Yeah, that it wouldn't be as long a journey for you. Yeah.
So would you give up the same chunk you have again if you were asked to?
I'm not sure I can answer
level?
that because where I feel like I feel like I've made my peace with the decision. But more importantly, what I've already invested, I've invested because I know that it will give me dividends ukombele
At some point.
one way or another.
At some point.
I may be delusional, but that's what I'm telling myself.
The Lulu is a Sululu.
The Lulu is a Sululu,
Lulu is
but
a Sululu.
that's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, siwezi kuwa nimekaa shule hizi miaka yote alafu nitoke bila kitu.
Makes sense.
But there's some guys who for them, that's genuinely the only thing waiting for them out there.
Like it's just employment. They have no other option.
They don't have anything else.
Wow.
You know, so that makes you question, like, bro, am I gonna really burn 6, 7, 8 years of my life without knowing for sure whether I'm gonna get returns on that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It really makes you think. Maybe you should quit while you're early. Because I know I have thoughts about quitting. You know, there was the times when you're just reading, and then I see, because my roommate where I stay is doing law, and he's slept through almost the entirety of his, or at least from what I've seen, his first year has been so easy. So I was just like, what if I quit? You know, what if I just go do something else?
Change courses.
I just change courses because I still have the time right now.
Yeah.
When I get to like my 6th year or my 7th year, when I'm almost done, I don't think I'll have the time to like quit and go do something. I'll be in too deep. So I have thought about quitting.
Yeah.
But to you, is quitting an option? Have you ever thought about it?
Actually, I feel like there's never a time that's too late to quit. Yeah. This is where involve a bit of philosophy. It's called the sunken cost fallacy. That you feel like I've already put in too much money into this. Let me just see it to the end. But you're losing more money in the long term than if you just have quit when you realize this thing is probably not gonna benefit you. Yeah. So whether that's 2nd year, whether that's 5th year, whether that's 6th year, if you feel like you're not heading the right direction, you're flogging a dead horse, man, I'm just coming up with all sorts of colloquialisms and terms and this
You're
thing,
cooking, man.
I'm cooking.
Your English teacher will be proud.
big time. Shout out Mr. Mudiora. But yeah, I feel like when I feel like it's never too late to cut your losses and just decide to do something different. Because there's even guys who graduated, you finished with your degree, and then you go do something different entirely. You're not even doing anything med related, but bado uko nje unatafuta pesa, unafanya hiyo mastuff zako, and if you feel like it's worth more your time, it's more fulfilling, it's bringing you more benefits, then it will be productive at some point. And I think that's the optimistic part of me, saying that anything that you give yourself to, you commit to, will give you benefits at one point or another, whether they are visible or not. You know, atakasi pesa ndo inakuja, you will have learned something from it. But yeah, it's never too late to make a decision to change things around. But at the same time also, if you're gonna decide to stay the course, know why you're staying the course. Yeah, don't do it for your parents. Don't do it because washalipa fees. Don't do it because I'm here as well. Might as well just
guys in the group were talking about, you know how everything has been happening with the protests, and trigger warning. There have been a lot of deaths and a lot of videos of maiming, and guys literally like RIP R.I.P. the guy who had his brain splattered on the
Yeah.
ground. And guys are like, oh my god, is he dead? Is that a dead body? Guys, trigger warning. And I'm like, you guys do realize that at some point that will be your day to day.
Yeah.
Like at some point you'll be legit
You'll have to be handling those sorts of
seeing
things.
active
Yeah.
possible trauma, unless you divert completely away from that, and even then it's still you'd still see some pretty gruesome stuff.
Yeah, this is why we shamelessly plug our episode on postmortems.
Yes,
Go listen
go
to
listen
it,
to
check
that.
it out if you haven't.
If you
Yeah, it's very interesting.
it is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys do realize at some point that'll be your day to day. There's a whole course where we'll literally be seeing now fresh freaking bodies, no longer a cadaver that's been dried up and embalmed and stuff. There'll be a dead person who probably died 2 days ago that you're actively seeing. And so if you're not ready for that, I feel like medicine takes a lot more than your time. It takes a piece of yourself.
It does.
Because you have to lose a piece of yourself.
Yeah.
That part of you that can't
handle that.
Yeah, because I know there are people who the moment you even mention the idea of somebody dying by a head trauma or losing their head, they immediately feel like vomiting.
Yeah.
But you're seeing that every day. You're in a room surrounded by dead bodies.
You're seeing it frequently.
All the time.
Man.
And to you, that's normal. You know, if you tell that to a normal person,
Hey, they'd freak out.
an average person that you were just surrounded by dead bodies,
They can't even imagine.
They can't picture that.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like that's exactly why med school. That's why people used to call it a calling.
yeah,
Because you have to be.
built different.
Yeah.
To everybody listening to this that doesn't feel they're worth it, you're built different.
For real. If you can stay the course, built different. Built different. Whereas survivor, but also a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's why precisely it needed to be a calling for guys, so that someone who's able to handle all that and do it well is able to like see the whole course to the degree, even to masters, even to PhD, and you just end up becoming a really great doctor, whether or not the country that you're in is paying you for it or recognizing you for it.
We all recognize you for it,
Man.
all your colleagues.
You know,
we're there for you, man. We understand the struggle, man.
ukweli. But pesa pia muhimu.
Pesa muhimu, lakini for
Pesa
real,
muhimu.
for real.
Bana.
So what would you tell somebody who feels like they're asking themselves right now, is this shit really worth it? You know, they've fought and they're feeling like they've run out of ammunition to keep on fighting.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Man, tell them, sit down and think. Wefikiria bana, take stock, assess your environment, assess your circumstances, you know, whether or not you have opportunities available to you after this degree. You figure out what your parents can do for you if they're there. If they're not, you figure out what those guys around you can do, because your networks are just as powerful as what your parents have been doing for you. You know, kani kulipa fees ama nikupatia connection hapa na pale, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, just take a seat, think through it, write it down, and then after that, plan your life. Like, is this where I want to go? Is this what I want to be doing? In 5 years, do I see myself practicing medicine? Yes? No? Okay. If I'm not practicing medicine, what am I doing? Am I studying? Am I working? Am I doing something else? Am I starting a business? So you start planning for that now. Yeah, wherever you are, whether it's first year, fifth year, sixth year, wherever you are, do it right now. The earlier the better, of course, but do it right now. Take a seat, think about your life, plan it seriously. Because your life is in your hands. You're the one who can make that decision of what you want to do. So whether it's worth it or not is a decision you have to decide for yourself. Yeah, because it would suck, bro. Ka umeishi maisha yako campus, bro, umefanya 6 years, umetoka na degree, and then you realize
you're not starting to ask yourself, okay, no, what next from here?
Man,
the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit now?
Exactly.
That suck, man.
Yeah. Because it really spins you around, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disorienting.
I feel like, personally, what I'd tell somebody, if you're in first year, you don't have to think that far. Because you have, we have 7 to 10 years still locked knee deep into this shit. But at the same time, you're not too deep into quit.
True.
If you feel you've been through a whole year, you've tested the waters. If you feel you're not gonna be able to fight this kind of fight consistently, for 7 to 10 years and plus that, because I mean it never stops. It's a whole lifestyle.
It's a
at this
lifestyle.
Point. It's a
It
whole
really
type
is.
of lifestyle at this point.
Yeah.
You have to get used to like living the medicine lifestyle. If you're not willing to consistently fight that, it's just or weigh your options, find out where your true calling is. Because what my friend told me is we all have hobbies and talents and shit we like to do.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to make your hobby, your talent, or what you really like doing earn you money, do that thing and do not stop it. So if you do not enjoy what you're doing right now, you're going to hate yourself, and then it's going to trickle over. You're going to hate everybody around you. You're going to hate your family.
Real.
Probably going to hate your kids too.
True.
It's just your life is gonna be miserable, and then you're gonna realize when you're 50 that hell, maybe I wanted to be a saxophone player. And then you're gonna start that. Now you're gonna start getting fulfilled, but then you'll be
you're
too
already
late.
quite ahead into life, yeah.
You've already burnt out a lot of your time and a lot of
your youth.
yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of yourself too, because you're never gonna forget what you've been through, you know. So, what I'd say is, we really don't know if it's worth it. We're too early into it to tell whether you're in first year or in sixth, because you're still just learning.
Yeah.
You haven't been out there in the field and in the space to really know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're able to tell whether the journey was worth it.
For
and
sure.
if it was worth it to you, you might as well keep walking down the road.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't, take another path.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to change, to switch it up, to shift gears, yeah?
Bars.
Man. Come on.
Mars.
Yes,
So if
sir.
if I were to ask you right now, if somebody were to ask you and look at you in the eye and ask you, is it worth it? What would you say?
I tell you that it's worth it for me. It's worth it for me. That's a personal question you have to answer yourself.
Yeah.
And then you make decisions based off of that. Yeah, definitely. Because for me, it's not even about the time of my years, my life that I've spent in med school. It's what med school can do for me. So is it worth it? Definitely. Yeah. Because now when I'm coming out on the other side, I'll be able to treat people. I'll be able to educate people. I'll be able to talk to people about health things, you know. So those are many for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Ask me in 15 years.
Real.
That's what I'd say. Ask me in 15 years.
Medmic.ke